New year, new movies. As 2014 comes to a close, it's time to look forward to what theaters have in store for us. These are our top 10 most anticipated films of 2015. Starting us off at number 10, we're looking forward to some of the hopefully hilarious comedies that hit the screens this year. Amy Poehler and Tina Fey pair back up in Sisters. Sequels to Ted, Magic Mike, and Pitch Perfect will drop, and the Entourage movie is going to actually finally happen. Paul Feig's Spy, which stars Melissa McCarthy and Jason Statham doing pretty much exactly what you'd expect, looks hilarious and just misses our number 10 because our pick actually goes to Judd Apatow's Trainwreck.
What do you know about writing a movie? Do you know anything about it?
Nothing. Judd Apatow manipulated me into writing a movie. I got to cut out the agent, but I still have to pay them.
Judd Apatow's been in a bit of a slump lately, but hopefully the new talent featured in Trainwreck can pull him out of it. This will be his first time not writing, directing the script, penned by writer and star Amy Schumer. The story will follow Schumer's life as it goes off the rails, with parts for Daniel Radcliffe, Brie Larson, Tilda Swinton, and Bill Hader. It's a new look for Apatow, breaking away from his usual suspects, but we think this might just shake up his work in the best possible way.
Hey, what's your name?
But if you think that's a lot of comedy sequels, just wait until you look at the action lineup. This year we'll be seeing follow-ups to Terminator, Mission Impossible, Fast and Furious, Hunger Games, Divergent, Maze Runner, and James Bond. And you can bet there are rabid fans of each series just counting down the days. But for our number 9, we can't wait for the epic-looking follow-up to Mad Max with Fury Road. It's got badass Tom Hardy, buzz-headed Charlize Theron, the original director, and some of the most gorgeous-looking visuals spotted in any trailer ever. Sure, we all complain about sequels in the abstract. We can't wait for the next original story either, but sometimes there's nothing like a familiar franchise to get us riled up about the movies.
I think human consciousness is a tragic misstep in evolution.
If you're hurting for a break from sequels, threequels, and fourquels? I'm not sure what that one is. We've got some good news, because moving up to number 8, we wouldn't be CineFix if we didn't consider the indies alongside the big blockbusters. Just because their trailers don't scream as loudly for attention doesn't mean we're looking forward to them any less. And 2015 looks like it will be an excellent year for smaller fare. Some of the ones we're looking forward to most: Noah Baumbach's latest While We're Young, Terrence Malick's long-awaited Knight of Cups, James Ponsolt's David Foster Wallace biopic End of the Tour, Derek Cianfrance's latest Since Place Beyond the Pines, The Light Between Oceans, and Jeff Nichols' foray into genre filmmaking in his homage to John Carpenter, Midnight Special. But for our number 8, we're most looking forward to the teaming up of Matthew McConaughey and Gus Van Sant, one of the most intimate directors out there, in Sea of Trees. Throw in Ken Watanabe and give them a story about two men who encounter each other in Japan's suicide forest, both looking to end their lives, and you can consider us sold.
So, how was the first day of school?
It was fine, I guess. I don't know.
Do you ever look at someone and wonder what is going on inside their head?
Did you guys pick up on that?
Sure did.
Something's wrong.
2015 also looks to be an exciting year for animation. From the stop-motion adaptation of the loved French story Le Petit Prince to a hopefully not childhood-ruining CGI rendition of Charles Schultz's Peanuts to a sequel that focuses on everybody's favorite part of Despicable Me, this year looks to have something for everyone. But on top of all that, we're getting 2 Pixar movies this year. The Good Dinosaur has been pushed back from late 2013, so we're still excited about the movie that promises to show us what would have happened if the asteroid that led to the extinction of dinosaurs actually missed. But for our number 7 pick, we're even more jazzed for Inside Out, their hilarious-looking story of competing emotions that takes us inside the mind of a 7-year-old girl. Written by Michael Arndt of Little Miss Sunshine and Toy Story 3, and directed in part by the man who gave us Up and Monsters, Inc., Inside Out is sure to find just the right amount of humor and heart and appeal to audiences of all ages. This next year promises to bring us some Oscar-worthy films from some of our favorite prestige directors. Zemeckis will adapt Man on Wire's Twin Towers tightrope stunt into a biopic starring Joseph Gordon-Levitt in The Walk, and Martin Scorsese will finally get his passion project, Silence, the story of Jesuit priest in 17th century Japan, to audiences everywhere. But our pick for number 6 goes to Spielberg's yet untitled Cold War thriller. Tentatively titled St. James Place, the script has work from Joel and Ethan Coen, and the film will see a return of one of the greatest actor-director pairings ever with Tom Hanks in the lead. Based on the 1960 U-2 incident, St. James Place follows a lawyer thrust into the Cold War conflict as he attempts to negotiate the release of a pilot whose plane was shot down over Soviet Russia. You can bet we won't miss this one.
Okay. Got one money clip, one pen, one pack of Beeman's gum, and whatever that is.
That's not mine.
What's not yours?
The pen. I've never...
It's looking like a strong year for science fiction as well, with genre veterans Ridley Scott and the Wachowskis returning to give us The Martian, Matt Damon as an astronaut stranded on Mars, which sounds oddly familiar, and Jupiter Ascending, an original space epic about Mila Kunis and Channing Tatum versus the Queen of the Universe, respectively. But for our number 5, we've got to hand it to Disney's Tomorrowland, the story of a bright teenage girl and a jaded middle-aged boy genius as they try to unravel the mysteries of Tomorrowland, a world set in another dimension. Directed by Brad Bird and written by Damon Lindelof, the film is set to star George Clooney and Britt Robertson with Hugh Laurie as the villain. The premise sounds awesome, the trailer looks fantastic, and it seems like the perfect story for Pixar vet Brad Bird, all for an original sci-fi blockbuster. We can't wait to take a look.
I'm gonna show you something beautiful.
Of course, we couldn't talk about the most anticipated movies of 2015 without at least one spot for superhero movies. And while we'd be lying if we said we weren't looking forward to the latest attempt at the Fantastic Four, and we're holding out hope in the powers of Marvel that Ant-Man is another surprise hit, a la Guardians of the Galaxy, there isn't a superhero movie that people are looking forward to more than our number 4, The Avengers: Age of Ultron. What is there to say about Age of Ultron? Joss Whedon is back with the entire cast, plus a few more in the forms of Quicksilver, Scarlet Witch, and the Vision, in a story about, you guessed it, the Avengers saving the world. This time from a rogue artificial intelligence built by Tony Stark. Think Terminator meets Iron Man. In what will undoubtedly be one of cinema's biggest events of 2015, Age of Ultron will give us Marvel's 11th entry into their massive movie universe, and the level of anticipation is sure to bring us lines out the door at midnight screenings everywhere.
You just gotta keep living, man. Livin.
If you're following the Oscar buzz this year, you know that there are some filmmakers that are getting a whole lot more attention than others. Alejandro González Iñárritu is one of them. Birdman just so happened to be one of the weirdest, funniest, most awesome movies of the year, and Iñárritu is back in 2015 with The Revenant, an 1820s Western revenge thriller starring Leo DiCaprio, who is robbed and left for dead after being mauled by a bear. And while that movie sounds really exciting, we're even more eager for Richard Linklater's next film. He got big press and Golden Globes for Boyhood, he's on track as the favorite for this year's Oscar, and we think he certainly deserves it. He's easily one of our favorite filmmakers. Boyhood, the Before trilogy, and a whole slew of other awesome films, Linklater's done it all. But fans of his work will all mention Dazed and Confused as his real jumping off point. Well, the good news is that our number 3, That's What I'm Talking About, has been called the spiritual sequel to Dazed and Confused. It doesn't have the same characters or story, but expect a similar tone. And since Linklater's matured into one of the most personal filmmakers of his generation, we can't wait to see what that means.
I like the way you die, boy.
Closing in at number 2, we have to honor the offerings of some of our fan-favorite directors. And while Guillermo del Toro is taking a step back from his big-budget Pacific Rim to a smaller horror film with Crimson Peak that just misses our list, instead, we've got to give it to Quentin Tarantino's long-awaited Hateful Eight. With a will he, won't he production history that saw Quentin scrap the project after the script leak, he's changed his mind and is back in the saddle. With a cast that includes the likes of Tim Roth, Kurt Russell, Bruce Stern, and Samuel L. Jackson, and a setting in post-Civil War Wyoming, the film is sure to be bloody, campy, and badass in equal measure. Tarantino is talented, popular, and consistent, so we're hoping it's more than worth the price of admission, and we bet the rest of America is too.
There has been an awakening. Have you felt it?
And finally, at number 1, we really have only one choice for 2015. In any other year, that might have been Jurassic World, which will see Chris Pratt lead us back to Isla Nublar and our childhood. But this year, our inner children have promised their hearts to one film, and one film only: Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens. Is there a series more legendary, exciting, groundbreaking, or nostalgic than Star Wars? We're not sure, and we can't wait for the newest chapter. Hilted lightsabers, a brand new cast, lens flares, we don't really even know what to expect, but oh God, are we expecting it. There's nothing we can say that hasn't been said a million times over, and will be said a million times more before the film's December release, which is why it's our pick for the most anticipated film of 2015. So what do you think? Do you disagree with one of our picks? Do we leave out one of your most anticipated films of this next year? Let us know in the comments below, and be sure to subscribe for more CineFix movie lists.